we placed our first order for Stjarnagloss, and we were going to launch it at TRCMA. And at the time, it's taking 6 to 12 weeks for an order, a container shipment to get from one place to another. And so we planned this well in advance. And everything that went wrong could go wrong with this container order happened. It was amazing. And one of the funniest stories was we called to set up a container. The guy just kind of didn't care, didn't take any of our stuff seriously. I mean, we're ordering a 40-foot container.
Yeah.
And
big order.
He's like, yeah. A week goes by. We're like, hey, Jack, did you hear about the container? Have you got a date? He's like, no, I'm still waiting. He tries calling. Guy doesn't answer. I call, or John calls. And we're like, man, we're just like, this guy's not answering. Well, Jack gets a hold of the guy. The phone number's disconnected. He calls the company. Turns out that guy had quit.
Nice.
So the guy was literally on his last 3 days when we first called him to get this scheduled. And he was just like, whatever, threw it off and then left. Didn't tell anybody.
No big deal.
We explain our process to the owner of the business. And he's like, I'm really sorry, but I don't have anything. And the soonest I have is like 12 days from now. And we're like, we'll take it, whatever you can do. And he goes, actually, I can put it on a bunch of different containers and piecemeal the order, and I can get it to you. I can get it loaded at least on a boat in like 4 days. And we're like, that's scary.
Yeah.
Really scary when you have $100,000 worth of product and it's just in different boxes. And so we got the product, got it ready. Jack took that famous picture of all the pallets getting ready to go. And the hurricane shows up in the UK. And they send everybody home early at like 2:00. They tell everyone to batten down the hatches, bring your cars inside, like hide your bins, like don't leave them out. Like it's going to get crazy. And all lorries are stopped. They're not allowed to drive. So we had a pickup at like 4 p.m. that day. And at 2:00, Jack's calling going, and this is 6 a.m. Boise. He's like, we had to shut down for the day. The hurricane's coming. And we're like, holy crap, this is crazy. And so there's another day. We're like, oh my gosh. Next morning, Jack calls me and he goes, you're never going to guess what happened. There was a calm in the middle of the storm. They allowed trucks to come. The truck showed up, but it was a soft-sided lorry, open-sided trailer. So not a hard-side trailer, but like just tarps on the sides.
Yeah.
Truck driver shows up. They load all of the all the pallets on the trailer. The truck starts driving. A tree falls on the highway in front of the truck. The truck is now stuck with a tree, and they've got like maybe 2 hours before the storm kicks back up again. So then another gentleman is driving the opposite way. He happens to have an axe on him. He then takes that axe and chops the tree down and is able to move the tree because he's a very large gentleman.
This is some Viking stuff here.
Yeah.
Could be a movie.
Into work. Yeah. So he pulls into work, tells all of his coworkers, I finally got to use my axe. You've just been making fun of me for having that axe on my truck. And his truck's license plates say, and my axe. And he goes, so screw all you guys. I got to use it. And he pulls out his phone and starts showing pictures. The man is PJ from Dodo Juice. And he's at Stjarnagloss Dodo Juice headquarters. And he's showing Jack, hey, this is the tree that I got to cut down. And Jack goes, that's the rag company order sitting on that truck.
I'm trying to get to
that's
the
the
US.
whole order. I am so thankful that you had an axe on you and got that done because we would have been screwed. Like,
hopefully Jack bought that man a golden axe and presented to him.
I should have brought him one when I went over there. But it was one of those things where you're just like, holy cow, that was amazing. That
such a small world.
Right place, right time. To have that happen.
I mean,
and
that
then
was
we still got it.
Another woes disaster, you know.
Well, it's just you never know, and that's the worry. But we try to make everything work the best way you can.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome.